You bleeding whale, you won't take me alive! Your time has come! Ah! Me leg, ye bastard! Curse ye God!
The whale without Ahab is just a whale with no problems, a stress-free whale. This quote is by author Cassandra Clare. It's about Captain Ahab, the captain who leads the whaling ship the Pequod, and has a seemingly transcendent feud with the albino sperm whale Moby Dick. Their feud began when Ahab was attempting to kill Moby Dick at sea, and in retaliation, Moby Dick mangled and chewed off Captain Ahab's leg, as was shown in the opening scene.
Time has come! Me leg, ye bastard!
Virtually, the entire conflict of the novel is based around Ahab's barbaric search to kill Moby Dick, and how he meets his destruction trying to do so.
He's so sublime, he's so grand that, yes, he does take everybody down to destruction, but without that destruction, no book, and without the book, where is our literature?
Ahab is one of the two great forces that drives the novel Moby Dick, and acts as a dictator, a philosopher, and a so-called ungodly god.
Throughout Moby Dick, the reader watches as Ahab uses his charisma to sway the shipmates to join his deadly cause. Time and time again, he convinces the crew to put their lives in danger, not just to hunt Moby Dick, but to test the fates. He convinces the crew to not put lightning rods up during the storm, which endangered the lives of 30 men on board. And he changes the mission of the crew from hunting all whales to hunting specifically Moby Dick. And in the chapter The Quarterdeck, Ishmael says, "My shouts had gone up with the rest. My oath had been wielded by theirs. Ahab's quenchless feud seemed mine."
He creates a portrait that is much more than time-bound. It just resonates in a way. And so if you see Omar Gaddafi as Ahab, I don't think that's a misreading of the novel.
You could compare Ahab to a tyrannic dictator such as Hitler, a charismatic, narcissistic, charming man who convinces individuals to join his cause and threatens anyone who gets in the way. He does this with Starbuck, who tried to tell him that he was doing the wrong thing, to which Ahab responded with such:
"Mr. Starbuck, are you opposing me? If so, I'll have you know that there's one God that is Lord over the earth and one captain over the Pequod."
Ahab grows increasingly egotistical as the story continues, and even says,
"Speak not to me of blasphemy, man. I'd strike the sun if it insulted me."
His dictator and selfish mindset eventually leads to the death of almost everyone aboard the Pequod except Ishmael.
Ahab is superstitious about Moby Dick. He believes the albino whale with groves of spears in his back to be an agent of God. He was so sure of this, he made the blacksmith create a harpoon out of the metal nails used for racehorses and his own razors. He then baptized it in pagan blood and screamed, "Ego non baptizo te in nomine Patris, sed in nomine Diaboli." This translates to, "I baptize you not in the name of the Father, but of the devil." Making our harpoon for Moby Dick and then dedicating it to the devil shows the readers that he believes Moby Dick's power to be related to religion, and that he believes in the Christian theology. There is also evidence that Ahab believes in paganism. He talks to the severed sperm whale head, asking it to reveal its secrets to him. He does this because it reminds him of the mighty Sphinx, a mystical creature that knows and sees all. Ahab shows that he believes in the spiritual power of objects. At one point in the story, he turns his head to the sky and asks the sun to tell him where he is, where he will be, and where Moby Dick is. At the end of the story, he begins to question himself and his decisions, asking, "Is Ahab Ahab? Is it I, God, or who that lifts this arm?" Ahab questions his existence and fate, and wonders who is actually controlling the decisions that he is making. Is it himself, God, or another power who chose to put him on the path of revenge?
Ahab believes he is equal, if not higher than God. In the section Quarterdeck, he even asks Starbuck, "Who's over me?" Ahab is a disagreeable narcissistic character, to the point where he believes that he is truly stronger than God, and his fellow shipmates describe him as grand, ungodly, godlike. A question that might come to mind is, why does Ahab hate Moby Dick so much? Why is he willing to risk the lives of his crew in order to kill this whale? The simple answer is, Moby Dick bit his leg off and put him through 3 months of hell, but the true reason behind his hatred is that Moby Dick threatens his power and place in this world. Ahab did not struggle to kill whales, he was a good captain. He began to feel powerful, almost invincible, and Moby Dick's attack was a reality check. Losing his battle to Moby Dick, and in turn losing his leg, showed Ahab that he was small and mortal, when what he really wants is to be a god. Ahab's feud with the whale was a reality check to his place in the order of things in the universe. Captain Ahab has personally experienced the danger of this whale, but persists on his hunt for it. Ahab uses his philosophy and charisma to manipulate the crewmates to follow him into this battle blindly. He then continuously ignored the warning signs of nature and fellow sailors, putting his life and the Pequod's crew lives in danger. The reader sees Ahab, over the entirety of the book, become increasingly determined to kill Moby Dick, and watches as he even begins to lose his humanity.
Let the men go!
Ahab believes himself to be an indestructible god, but finds this is not the case in the final chapters of the book. His barbaric search for the whale eventually leads to the demise of himself and many of his crewmates, and gives him the realization of his place in the world and in the universe, leaving Captain Ahab as one of the most fantastic and interesting heroes in American literature.
No! This is not how the book goes!
Yeah, that'll be great.